Welcome back. We're talking about what's wrong with America in 2015. The Beatles and John Lennon basically said in the 1960s that God is dead. Of course, they got a lot of pushback on that. So I'm curious as to what pushback I'll get on this question, Ellis Cannon. Is American exceptionalism dead in 2015?
Oh, it's not dead. It's over exaggerated. It is a tagline. It's not being efforted toward in a meaningful way to maintain to the extent that it existed or exists, and as a result, it's fading. You know, American exceptionalism, first of all, is a very, very self-grandered, if that's a word, way to characterize yourself. Who came up with that? Who came up with, and I'm not suggesting that it has no application because it's the greatest country in the world. My thing is that if you go around and your answer to the question always is, but we're the greatest, we're exceptional, we were gifted by God to be different from everybody else. And I live in, I don't know, one of 160 other countries. I'm like, really? Where'd that come from? And that is one reason that we've had problems in this world and globally, because we've had that attitude and we're not, to the extent that it has positive elements, and it does, we're not feeding it here domestically.
But Rose, and to pivot off of what he's saying domestically, you know, basically what Ellis seemed to have said was that it's not dead, but it's on life support domestically. And if that's the case, maybe that leads to everything we're talking about.
Well, I don't disagree. I think that it is fading, American exceptionalism. However, I think that it is a good thing. And I think that when you say you go to 160 other countries and they don't feel the same way, but let me tell you something. People from 160 different countries want to come here and live. I have family still in Italy that want to be here. So there is something exceptional about a country where children and mothers are coming over the ocean to get here, risking their lives to get in here, coming over the borders to get in. People from Europe want to be here. There is something exceptional about this country. So, and that's not a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing.
We've offered freedom and the opportunities that other countries do not provide for their citizens.
If it remains stagnant, though, if it's not fed, if it's not nurtured, if it's not given an opportunity to breathe, it becomes many ways like those countries you cite that want to go away. There are obvious that want to come our way. There are obviously of the
daily.
What's that?
I said daily.
So, and so you're in agreement, Olivia. It seems as though what we've been saying the whole time, and I'm surprised because I thought we would be able to dig into some issues that we're just completely ignoring, some policies that we just haven't implemented. But it seems as though the American attitude, perhaps even the slow decay of American exceptionalism, is in the way of us putting tangible things in place. Is that what we're deciding upon here, from what you can see?
I mean, it seems like that, right? And I'm going to agree with everything that you said. I think that, you know, it still exists, but it's not existing for everyone. We have people coming over from other countries that, you know, go to our schools, go to our programs, work for Google, et cetera. They're doing great. But we have some of the worst test scores in third grade across the world. That's a problem. That's a big problem. So there's a gap that we need to figure out how we address that gap so that that American dream, that American exceptionalism is accessible for all people living in America and those that want to come over legally.
I've thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. I've enjoyed the energy, the passion, the insight. This has really been good, and this is the type of discussion that most Americans don't have. So when we come back, we're going to give these individuals an opportunity to give one final point, each one, including this guy here who does it 4 days a week. So come back for that. One final point here on Night Talk. Get to the point.